There it goes. There it goes. It's going now.
Well, let's hope.
Well, I think Josh appears darker because he's wearing a bright white shirt and his room is dark.
Yeah, I think
he went super dark blue. So it's not he doesn't like to show, he thinks drama behind him is better. Whereas here, I like to just, give you the whole thing.
We're gonna hopefully your stream is on now. Okay, let's see if.
All right, well, let's hope so.
Sorry, it said that I was going. It said I had a counter. I had everyone there. No idea.
Let's start again. Welcome to the Scale Builders Guild.
Welcome to Harley Designs, episode 111. How you feeling?
Not so. Yeah, let's just redo the whole thing.
It's double jeopardy or whatever they call it.
You can't arrest me twice for the same crime. It's double jeopardy.
Oh, what is jeopardy? Sorry.
Yes, excellent.
I apologize.
All right. Don't worry about it. It's okay. Slow down.
So we did discuss that after nationals and getting our heads cleared a little bit, we were going to start getting back to guests. And tonight we're doing that. We're bringing.
Guess what?
Guess who? You're never going to guess who we had on tonight. Oh, wait. We both put in our titles and in the news. Yeah. We're going to bring special guest, Brett from Brazen Scale.
Yes.
When I sent him a message, I said, "Hey, Brett, would you and or Wes be interested in joining the live stream?" And
he said no.
He said Wes be like, "No, I don't want to talk to you guys. I had enough of you in Alabama." But
that's why I left Alabama.
Brett,
I don't have to talk to you anymore.
Brett agreed. So,
Wes hadn't had enough.
Yeah,
but Brett was more than interested.
Brett was like, "I can handle this.
I can." He messaged me and he goes, "So what's this about you not wanting to talk to me tonight?" And I was like, "What did that scumbag tell you?" Guess you told him I was a little under the weather. And
I told him that there was a 50-50 shot that it was going to be a great stream or you were going to feel well enough to join us. So,
yes, I always make these things worse.
No, but it's going to be good times. So, if you're not familiar with Brazen Scale, get off this channel. No, I'm kidding. A producer,
climb out from under that rock.
Producer of aftermarket chassis and skid plates, and we'll get into
don't ruin it.
All of the details about all of the things that he may or may not want to divulge. We're going to pry it out of him, though.
Wes is here, lurking in the comments section through the Brazen Scale RC page. So, despite not wanting to be on camera,
he's still
here,
peripherally available for questions and corrections. I have a surprise for you.
Yeah, I love surprises.
Well, that's good because I've got one for you. We should do mail time earlier than later. I don't know if you're going to be able to keep your eyes open for the entire stream. So I figure
it's true. I am definitely under the weather. So let's get right into it then.
Yeah.
And then we've got something else to talk about that isn't news related, but there was a tease today.
Yes, it was a total tease. Couldn't tell exactly what it was.
Well, it's very much in the usual scheme of Horizon / Pro Line.
Like, can't tell what this is. I'm like, yes, we can. Yes, we can.
You'll never guess what this is. You'll never know.
Yeah. So we will talk about that.
Yes.
Last week you had got some of the new reef stuff. I had also got the 888 and the 300 IS winch. These boxes are empty, however, because I already installed them and ran them this weekend. So.
Oh snap!
Yeah. Right.
How was that at that thing? Was that good?
It was good. Had a good time. I filmed it all, and I've gone through and done a little bit of editing, but I haven't done all the editing. So, I don't know. Maybe I'll still put it out, or maybe I'll wait. I don't know. We'll see.
Okay.
Carson Jantz. Thank you, sir. Hey, Josh and Matt. I've been loving the videos. When is the next budget build-off? I would suggest a TRX4 Sport, not kit, as it appeals to beginners because of the low cost and sometimes 8 weeks to keep it cheaper. It's hard to redo the same platform without just saying the same things. Not that I don't hate every old video I've ever done, and I would love to redo them all. But at the same time, it's just I don't know if a new one would gather any steam. I don't know. I have a hard time saying.
I hazard to say that if you were to purchase a TRX4 Sport and not the kit, and you went online and you typed in TRX4 Sport upgrades, our video series would show up.
I would hope so. But you know which one? It would probably be
everything would still apply.
It would probably be the TRX 4000, which would show up. Here's what you do.
All right, this is what you do. Better order up all that stuff.
Here we go.
Add to cart. Add to cart. Add to cart.
I ran out of characters in the description of that video because of how many brass items there were.
Oh God. Williams Lake Scale Off-Road, thank you very much. Good evening, Matt. The highlight of a Wednesday night. I agree.
And
sticker idea, I'll quit playing with toy trucks when turkeys fly. It's actually pretty good. I remember that. Do they or do they not? I can't remember though. Like we talked about it a lot.
Yes, they do.
No, they don't.
Yes, they do.
Well, a turkey vulture, maybe.
No.
But like a Thanksgiving turkey. There's no way that thing is flying.
Yes, big turkeys still fly. No. Yes, man.
Did Matt have an edible at the game? No, I did not. I had 2 bags of popcorn, a slice of pizza, a couple of beverages, and a meet and greet with Muggsy Bogues, and that was it.
Who can have 2 bags of popcorn? I can never finish a bag of popcorn.
Oh, you're doing it wrong.
I'm always just like, I honestly, I get bored with it. Not that it doesn't still taste good, but I'm just like, I'm bored. Like this.
How do you get bored with quite possibly the greatest snack that's ever been invented?
One of the worst snacks ever invented.
No, sorry.
It's half pain and discomfort and half marginally okay snack. It's only as good as whatever else you pour on top of it. Like,
oh, whoa. No. I'm just
popcorn
salted,
on itself, hot garbage air. Just it's just something to do with your mouth. That's the only point of it. The only good thing about popcorn is either butter or salt. Like,
yeah, the salt part is the best part. I like all the kernel bits and crunchiness.
I like sitting there and like
picking it out of your teeth. That's the best part.
Like 36 hours later, I'm like, God damn it, it's still back there. I'm trying it. Do you want to see your surprise?
Yeah. Let me show you one of the things I got first.
Let's do it.
Logan's here too, by the way.
Ding dong.
I was at their Wheeler. The thing that bugs me is they only post teasers, rarely ever post the real products.
No, it's just that the teasers get the traffic, and then the real product people are like, that's good.
It's pretty funny, you know, for the size of these companies, their promo videos that I'm sure they spend a lot of time on, more time than say like you or I or anybody spends on them. Never get enough views.
They don't.
Get like 3,000-4,000 views.
They never do.
It's so crazy.
It is.
It's because consumers are like, I don't care what the actual
I just want to speculate on the internet.
Yeah, I just want other people to tell me what it's all about.
I'll watch what it is in the Scale News update every Tuesday at 5 a.m.
8 a.m. Eastern. Yeah. Right here on the YouTube. Yeah. Brought to you by.
All right, what do you got there?
I got this box. I posted this unboxing on the Instagram
a foxy box.
It's a foxy box from the Artful Dodgers, and in that box are some probably the best comp chassis available.
What a
hey, you guys are gonna talk shit about me when I'm not around. Anyway, no, this is the new Ground Fox, which is for the Element Enduro. So you convert your Enduro
made with bits of real fox, I'm told.
Yes. Yeah, real fox.
Ground Fox right into the weave.
They put it right into it's not weave, it's aluminum.
That's not carbon? Oh, I'm not.
No, this is aluminum.
I'm not interested then. Never mind. I was going to humor you for a second. Brazen Scale says, SNU comes on at a perfect pooping time around here.
Isn't that nice to know?
By design. Oh, I
people
assume so.
Pooping while watching you. just think of the faces. Anyway, lots of cool bits in there. They also included a Hot Wheels.
Hey, why? No,
I don't know. Toyota Tacoma. Apparently, these are quite hard to come by.
Yeah, it doesn't have a motor, just like your real vehicle. No. Oh wait, no, you have.
No, my real one does have a motor.
Oh, that's right.
It's got 2 motors. Anyway, this is going to be part of the Enduro upgrade series. I'm going to do. TGH also has an Element Enduro chassis. Artful Dodgers has one too. We're going to do both of those.
I need to pick up an Ecto for the one I want to do, because I've got that full TGH kit as well, but I think I'm going to use an Ecto.
Yeah. All right, show me my present.
Okay, you ready?
Wow! Oh, I know what that is.
You do know what it is now, don't you?
That's very exciting. It's a good day. All the way from Vietnam.
No.
All the way from somewhere else.
Yeah. The Philippines.
It's not Vietnam?
The Philippines.
Oh, Philippines. Sorry. My bad.
Well,
why did I think it was Vietnam? I swear you told me that.
No, you're remembering wrong. This one is not for you.
Good, because I don't want that.
But
that does look pretty good, though.
It does look good, doesn't it?
I see they've not made the fenders as big.
Yeah, they went ahead and didn't do all of that, which is nice.
They comp cut it.
Yeah, but they left enough there so that you still have the
fender.
True carbon fiber, Power Wagon body.
Whoa!
Very strong. This one is much thicker than my other one, so my other one honestly is still strong enough. They went.
So people won't be posting videos of you cheating.
They won't be worried about.
I think he cheated. Doesn't matter. You didn't even come close to winning.
Yeah. So, Power Wagon, carbon fiber body. Numero uno.
Very cool. Very cool.
Carbon fiber cliffhanger body. Again.
Oh snap! Another one.
Got another one. So.
Finishes popcorn, but not jerky. I do finish jerky. It just takes me longer.
And then we've got the VW.
Yes. That looks awesome.
Yes, it does.
So is it a Sand Scorcher size body?
I don't know. I've never owned one.
True hobbyist right here.
Yeah. So, yes.
That looks kick ass.
This one is mine, actually. Yours.
Damn it!
Is already at the shop. Or is at the shop because
cool.
It came there.
Oh, well, great.
So
because you can toss it in the same box as all that other stuff I just ordered.
Perfect. Today. So it's at the shop.
Combined ship.
So it can get sent to you. But again,
that looks great.
It does. And they're very nice, very thick. We have to decide what we're going to do with these things, though.
No clue, man.
I don't either.
I just wanted one.
No idea. Who's selling those? There's the guy who makes these is out of the Philippines, and he was in my carbon fiber fabricator group. And
nerd.
Yeah. It's mainly full size stuff, but one day he'd like post up, here's something I make for RC. And I was like, hey, can I buy that from you?
Hey you fella.
And I bought one a while ago. God, it had to be like forever ago.
Oh man, easily like forever ago.
Easily forever in a day. So, and then you can get them. There is someone who's importing them. Corrupt Carbon Works imports them for resale. The price of these things is not that bad. It is the shipping that gets
the shipping.
The wheelbase on this thing, I would estimate around
10.
It's longer than that. It's like 11 and a half. You could easily scooch to 12.
There you go. Perfect.
Somewhere in there.
Flying Guy RC, thank you very much. Great paint color on the BRX02. Thank you. Hope all is well.
Do I have...
All is fine.
I do not have anything short wheelbase to put this on top of to check.
That's okay.
That's okay.
The bug is exceptional, though. I'm very excited.
Yep.
It looks like it doesn't weigh very much.
No, it's plenty heavy because it's thick.
TH.
It's like my other one, the one on my class 2 up there, is wild light. But
right.
I'm thinking I'm going to make some sort of tube chassis underneath for fun. Who knows?
I'm just gonna magnet mount mine to SCX 10.3.
You're just going to put new Velcro on it so you can just drop it right on top of the Red Cat and use the stock mounts.
Heck yeah, man.
So yes.
Better wrap it in carbon fiber to protect it. That's a good idea. That's good.
But I'm pretty excited about this one too, because that one looks pretty sweet.
It's not really my bag, baby, but it's nice. Looks good. We're gonna do a carbon body build off.
Oh, right. And I didn't really get anything else other than some like tools and stuff this week.
I got one more thing, which I built, and then nobody looked at it.
What is that?
This is a big old Toyota FJ Land Cruiser 76.
LC70.
Nope, 76.
Same thing. I've got a green one just like it. It's kind of green. It's got some like.
It's nothing at all like that.
It looks just like that one.
Shut your stupid face. This is totally different. This is an SLA resin printed body kit from MFab. So MFab he used to do all those 3D printed bodies like FDM style, and you'd assemble it as a kit. Now he's getting into this resin stuff because there's basically nothing to do. Prime it, paint it, and you're done. It's a little more fragile.
Perfect. More fragile than your 3D printed bodies?
Oh, yes. Way more fragile.
This sounds like a fantastic idea. I think this is a really good choice you've made.
Well, it's not a comp body, obviously. Look at the size of this thing. It's ridiculous. Look at the size of the front bumper.
Hey,
Monster.
I've seen front bumpers that big before.
I've seen bigger. I guess it's pretty big, but it comes with all the bits and pieces. There's fenders, nice start of an interior, pretty cool kit. He's been off the grid for a long time.
Yes,
because
he has
mainland China, and he's sort of like I emailed him and I was like, "Hey, pal, are you still there?" He's like, "Yes."
Like, oh, good,
great. I will order one of those.
For the people asking about the bodies. He doesn't. I deal with him on his personal Facebook page, and I don't. That's why I don't like put that out there. I don't know that he has a business page, which is the problem. There's like a couple of companies that are selling it. I'll talk to him and see. He's very responsive on messages, so I'll see if he wants me to send direct or not. Just to give you an idea, I think the 4 bodies that we picked up was just shy of $900 shipped.
Oh my god!
So.
So I won't be running mine.
Once you get it, yes, you will.
Look really awesome on the shelf.
Nah,
of course I will. Southside RC, thank you very much. Howdy, gents. What are y'all drinking tonight? I'm having a vodka iced tea.
I should be, but I'm currently having a Sprite.
It's a Sprite. This is 0 calories. No, it's 100 calories. Almost zero sugar.
Sure.
one gram of sugar. Anyway, whatever. It's because I'm not feeling great, so that's all I'm having.
Good call.
Is this where we find them Brazen guys?
Yes, it is. We should get Brett
pretty soon.
Here.
Pretty soon.
Ben
Cherico, thank you very much. Hey Matt, great looking Nats trucks. Thank you. All you need is more wheel time. I need a lot more wheel time. And lower center of gravity. What size figure would fit in the Grande 2 Cruiser? Thanks and feel better.
This one.
One of these guys. One of these men right here would technically be the right size of man. It's like this is a 7 square man, I think.
I think this is the better choice, technically, personally. I know
he's like an 8-inch man. But like a 7-inch man would probably fit just as well and look pretty decent as well. So
Did you see these at Nationals, Matt?
Yes, I did. Is that what's on the front of that man?
Well, they're print lines, although they're not very flattering.
I was going to say it looks like man boobs. That man's got
The
moobs.
way that it's oriented during printing, it even has. He's kind of pudgy.
Yeah, yeah.
Like he's got you know a love handle kind of thing going on.
He's not looking good.
How
gimp suit?
If I have to if I have to run a figure in comp stuff, it's this. This is what's going on.
Yeah, that's it. Eh?
Yep.
How much does that man weigh?
Very little, and I don't have my scales in here right now.
What's the? Do you think it's like no infill, basically?
Yes, I think that it is hollow, like maybe like 1% infill, if any.
Alex goes, thanks, I hate it.
So it looks like that whatever model was used on this initially, they just like cut off the seat because it has like the ribs across the bottom of his ass from wherever the seat was.
Yeah, and that's bizarre.
Yeah. Or I don't know what it went to, but either way.
Printed using a toaster.
So, yeah. But it weighs nothing. Just saying.
If Josh has to wear the gimp suit again.
Squints Palladors. Thank you, sir. Is that SpongeBob's dad?
Who, this guy?
I don't know what SpongeBob's dad looks like.
I don't know.
Could be this guy, could be that guy. Like, yeah. I think the thing is, though, Matt, is that both of these figures are worth the same amount of points.
That's true. One looks good. The other one is...
got a silly helmet on.
Actually, that's a good bumper sticker right there. The difference between a comp truck and a trail trucker is one thing. One looks good.
Blue Man Group driver. Tony, yeah, I'll just spray paint the whole thing.
There you go. Spray paint in blue. Perfect.
In costume.
Yeah.
So, and these are made by CBERC, which, if you didn't know what CBERC stands for, it's crude but effective.
But effective.
And you know what?
And he's really selling that
check
moniker right there.
Just like, should just be a box on the little box on the tag, and he goes, check. Like, yes. Yes.
DK goes, nightmare fuel. It really is. That is one scary ass driver.
Like I don't know why, but him being a little like pudgy makes it worse. Like,
oh, absolutely.
It's just worse.
Everything about that is horrific.
I don't.
Bumper sticker idea. That's a good bumper sticker. It's a good bumper sticker idea. All right. Well, that's excuse me. That's mail call, I think.
Yeah.
Can't show anything else.
Can't show anything else. Should we talk about something else that is going?
Let's talk about the teas.
The teas. Yes, that's what I'm. The tease was from Losi. It says Nitto across the top. There's a very distinct font number 2 on the back, which is very noticeable, and almost everyone has lightened up the photo enough and already knew that it looks very much like a Casey Curry Jeep.
It does?
It's a Casey Curry Jeep. You can't really see much about it, but the real Jeep is independent front suspension and solid axle rear. So
cool. That's pretty cool.
Now, I'm not saying that Losi, Horizon, anyone is necessarily always interested in scale accurate suspension under their projects. So that doesn't mean that whatever it goes on will have IFS and solid axle. They could put that on Tenacity, like the laser nut.
Yep. Maybe it's really big. Maybe it's like Super Baja.
Could be on Super Baja Ray. Could be on. It could be a brand new Yeti, but under Losi now, just to mix it up.
Oh.
Or it could the Rock Ray, which they already have.
Or maybe it's an Exo.
Yeah.
That they've taken the independent suspension off the rear.
Yep.
put something else on
Forward thinking. So,
hey, they've already got the molds.
Yeah, exactly. That's all that matters.
There's a couple of good comments here. DK, both of these figures are accurate representations of their owners. Matt's with all the scale, accessories, and detail. Josh, no ass and pudgy.
And hollow inside. Just
that driver is about as lifeless as he looks.
Yeah, just dead inside.
If J Concepts was an action figure.
No, because the head would be really tiny.
The hands would be huge.
Yeah.
Massive hands. That's so good. That's so good. SFL said he figured it was a laser nut with a new body.
I mean, that would be a reasonable thing to think.
That's a reasonable expectation too. But that is the tenacity, isn't it?
That is the tenacity, yes. Is the laser nut.
Yeah.
Yeah. But of course, if they do want to go scale accurate-ish suspension, they would just use the Baja or Rock Ray, whatever they call it. Rock Ray is discontinued.
The Baja.
Well, true. It could
Baja
be. I guess the different. Yeah, Baja and Rock Ray are basically the same thing. So.
Well, Baja, Super Baja Ray. I mean.
Oh,
because it's
super.
It's independent front.
Yes, but they also have the Baja Ray, which is 1/10 scale.
You think this is 1/10 scale then?
I always assume things are 1/10 scale, or 1/10, 1/8.
It's a pretty big. It's a big catch-all.
Yeah. Yeah.
1/10, but it's actually 1/5.
Yeah. Like, you know.
Darwin said, Matt, so you didn't get a whole bunch of Horizon Hobby product registration stickers today? You get the warranty cards right?
Yeah. Can we see your outgoing mail, Matt?
I just email him now. Brazen Scale said Josh has 30% infill. I don't know. I think his infill is way higher than that.
It's variable. It's all in my head.
When am I going to do an SCX6 build? They're big. They're not easy to. I don't want to make a body for that. I'm plenty happy with that one exactly as it is.
Yeah, it's fun to just kind of like, I'll tweak with this.
I'm just going to rip around with this.
I'm still tempted to build some cage thing for it. Oh, I bought my new welder.
Hey, there you go. Nice one.
It's not here yet. It's not going to be here till May. It says. But yeah, bought and paid for. Now we wait.
And now the waiting game. The waiting game sucks.
I know.
Let's play Hungry Hippos.
So I'm getting better at the waiting game though. So
that's good. That you know what that is? Age.
I think that it's just that I buy so many things that I forget. And I'm like, ooh. No.
Piece of candy.
So
definitely full of himself. Ooh, ouch.
Boom.
SCX62 buggy. Somebody did.
There's been a
Elio did.
Elio did some.
Yeah, he made like a F toy.
Kind of an F toy looking. There's been a number of them.
Yeah. I mean, there's good stuff out there. I'm sure that as the market expands, there will be more stuff that you can do to them, and people will try other things. But I'm quite happy with it, just the way it is.
Yep. I mean,
I like it.
Josh, when did that get ordered? Tim asked because I
think he's interested in buying your old one.
No,
right?
Because it was ordered, I don't know, like half a day or so after I had lunch with Tim, because I exchanged a truck for money with him, and then used that money to buy something else.
Excellent. What did Tim buy?
He bought the Power Wagon, Sheriff's
sweet.
Power Wagon. Used to sit on the shelf right there, and now there is something different there.
Goodbye.
Yep,
very cool.
I never got a chance to really finish it, but it just needed to go so I could get some things done. Should we bring Brett on? It is 6:35.
Yeah, first, I need you to clear something up. Who do you work for?
Who does number 2 work for?
Who does number 2 work for?
I go
you tell him, buddy.
to work every day at Vanquish Products.
Right. Okay, Richie. So you stand corrected.
Why? Did he think I worked for Horizon?
Axial.
Yeah. Oh, no, I do not work for Axial.
No. They wouldn't hire him. They know how little he does. Gutterness and YouTube's not posting my effing super chats. Sorry I'm late. Just kicked out someone's mom to watch this, but was too embarrassed to explain what I was going to watch. Tonight's code, #younger MILF.
I didn't see his message explaining that. All I saw was Dana post the satisfiedjerky.com link and #younger MILF. And I'm like,
#younger MILF.
I was just like, I was trying to understand. I was like, did Dana just make up that code? Is there a joke that I'm missing?
Yeah. Dana's just taking it upon himself to create whatever code he wants.
Which could...
Can you imagine? And Gunner's like, oh, people are like, this code's not working.
That's one of the I'll go on the back end of our site and I'll check the search results area to see like if there's common misspellings for products that people are, and then I'll add those to the search terms so that if people misspell Phoenix, because let me tell you,
I bet you it gets spelled improperly quite a bit.
A lot of ways people misspell that. I'll go in and add them to the meta tag so they'll pop up, or the search tag, so they'll pop up when someone does do that. That's like some of the things you see people type. I'm like, you hit paste on something that was not what you meant to hit paste on. Just
yes, sweet. Was he checking out how to braze at the same time?
Right.
Psycho 13 Garage, you should at least put a custom driver head in your SCX6. I did. I put Ryan Reynolds in there in a plaid shirt, which I thought looked a lot like me. Hey, Rich Trujillo is here. Work with Josh. Scary. It's true. Alex spelled Phoenix, FEENICKS. Phoenix.
Let me tell you, so many ways.
All right. Okay. All right. Okay. All right.
I'm adding Brett.
Rich, you missed us talking about your teas today, or Losey's teas, anyway.
Adding. How do I do that? Here's the button.
Yeah, I don't remember how to set this up here.
I already did it. Oh, the actual call. I'm calling Brett now. Bring in.
Yeah, get that on.
Let's see. There he is now. Let me go to.
I see you. I see you.
Please.
One moment, please.
His is slightly frozen at the moment, but.
Oh dear.
Yeah, his is still slightly frozen now. Brett, can you say something and see if the audio works?
I can say something.
That helps.
Oh.
So.
One second. We're gonna get you on. Here. Feel it happening.
It looks like I'm frozen.
Yeah, you're unfrozen now.
It's just the quality of.
Are you on your phone by chance?
Sure.
No, I'm on my computer.
Okay. I don't know why it has it all. But
all right.
Either way, the important part is
all right. And boom. Hello, everybody. Welcome, Brett.
Hello.
Brazen Scale. Why don't you tell us?
Anybody have echo?
No.
I'm seeing.
I don't think so. Anyway.
Okay.
Have you got your?
I do have on this side.
You got headphones?
It's okay. Hold on a second.
You got headphones?
Yep.
All right, toss them on.
Well, no, I think it's on from my side. Can you?
Oh, Josh.
Can we hear Brett now?
Once the internet gets ramped up here, everything gets back under control. Oh, Josh, you keep getting bigger.
Oh, it says Matt is the repeater. No, on my side. We're gonna see if we have that fixed.
All right, we're making stuff happen. Okay, welcome. Thank you.
I still have to see if Brett's is working out over here.
Am I working?
You're working fine over here. You sound good. You look good.
Well, I know you're lying on that, but all right.
Okay, I think we're good. Yay!
All right.
Let's say we're good. and just make it go now.
Sounds good to me.
So, Brett from Brazen Scale RC, why don't you give us a little rundown for people who don't know what Brazen Scale is all about, how it came to be, what you make, etc.
Right on. So, Wesley, who's in your chat, used to live right down the road from me, actually. And I happened to be crawling at the local hobby shop one day and got to talking to Wes, and he had mentioned wanting to make some stuff. So, I mean, I guess that's kind of where it started. He had an idea for a chassis, and his dad works at a shop with a very large laser cutter. So we were able to make it happen that way, and just kind of never stopped.
When did you guys start?
I met Wesley in 2013 or so, 2012, somewhere in there. But I've been crawling since TLT axles and clodbusters. But
right back then,
so it's been a while.
It's been a couple days, yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
So
what?
Yeah,
just flies by. But yeah, so you guys you started Brazen Scale then in around 2013.
2014. Yep.
So nice. Now chassis are a lot of what you do, but you're also doing, like, I guess you do a number of different products beyond just the Brazen Scale chassis stuff.
Yep.
So skid plates, whatnot. Now that's all. Are you machining that in-house?
Yeah, so behind me, the backdrop behind me is my multi-axis CNC lathe. And then to the left of me over here is my mill. And then further to the left of me is my CNC router. So all carbon fiber, all G10, and all Delrin components are manufactured in-house in my shop by me. I do make parts for other vendors also. There's a bunch of other skid plates that get made and other chassis for other companies, and just kind of do everything in house that I can. And then like I said, Wesley's dad works at the shop with the laser cutter, so he handles the aluminum and steel stuff for us.
Nice. Wow, that's incredible.
It's kind of a small world in a lot of ways. A lot of people don't know that sometimes, like, the products that people are talking about, it's like, well, some of those are made at the same places, and it's
yeah, kind of, when people get to talking about skid plates, oh, this one seems better than the other, and it's like, well, I make both of those, so
the only difference is the logo.
Yeah. I mean, there's probably 7 or 8 skid plates that come out of here that everybody uses. So
right.
So what sort of prompted you to start getting into sort of the comp style flat rail chassis? What was there a hole in the market that you thought you should fill, or
was it a head injury? Was it?
It was a head injury, yeah. It seems like a head injury.
Did you like losing money? Is that something you enjoy doing?
Yeah, I felt like ordering hundreds of thousands of dollars worth of equipment. That sounded like a good idea. No, I mean, really, there wasn't a whole lot of flat rail chassis options at that point. I mean, the L Trail chassis was running, and other than that, there wasn't a whole lot of them. Toizuki had his, and that was about it. So
right.
Yeah. Around that time, Toizuki was kind of one of the early, as far as those type of things went. He had Toizuki kind of started with the motor mounts that were mainly for SCX chassis at the time. But then later, his first chassis, and things kind of only started to develop from there. I mean, not that there wasn't other flat rail chassis before that. The X Trail and L Trail that I had a part of early. But they weren't really, those were just because there wasn't a scale chassis before that. That was the whole point of those.
Right.
So, and comp scaling wasn't really a thing either.
No, it really wasn't. And then when that started happening, everything had to be super low because of all the tall components and trying to get interiors and stuff. And, that's where a lot of these, drastically different in height chassis came in, was trying to get scale looking trucks and still make them work.
You're really speaking my language until you got to that work part.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm still kind of that's new to me.
Now,
I didn't know they had to do things.
What pound paper do you use for your scale interiors, Brett? Because
I use craft foam.
You're an old school
I can
guy.
see it.
All right.
I can see it over there on the shelf. I don't know what thickness it is. Rather thin though.
you know,
staple it together.
Was there any, because we saw you at Nationals, was there anything there that really kind of surprised you, like beyond the usual sort of stretching of the rules? Was there anything that you saw at that event that made you go, yeah, people are really starting to take these pretty liberally?
There's some fresh class 2 trucks that I was like, I don't know about that, but hey, the guys that own those trucks built those trucks to the rules, so I didn't have any room to question them or any reason to question them. I know that those guys know the rules, and that's how they build their trucks.
So, right. And if anybody was going to get questioned on the rules, it was going to be Josh, because that bumper was not legal at all.
Close. It was really close.
It was really close. Still not legal. TGH, Team Garage Hack is in here. Thanks very much. TGH loves Brazen.
Yes.
And we love TGH.
Now,
yeah, there's a lot of components that are actually interchangeable between those two, like TGH transfer case and motor mount and everything.
Or motor mounts.
That's what I just said.
I've got hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of dollars of TGH components within arm's reach of me right now. So.
Yeah, and that was the basis for both of my builds, actually, the TGH stuff with Brazen as well. So
yeah, I ran a Brazen Scale in my class 2, and I actually I ran that chassis a good bit of last year as well. I believe that it possibly started as a joke on this show that I was like, I'm just going to build a truck in a night and take it to a comp.
And then I flew out to California to make sure you actually did it.
Yeah.
Oh, you were there too? Oh.
Yeah, Brett was there. Yeah, that was the first time I met Brett.
That was when I met him.
Not first time. Maybe.
Yeah, I think it was the first time I met you.
I couldn't remember. Seems like forever ago. But yeah, built it up, went and competed, and then still ended up. I ran it for Nationals. I ran it at Rocas Roja in Colorado, and then other local stuff here. But yeah, that's I was running the ATL.
I'm gonna hate to see it go, but
right,
we'll get you another one.
I was running the ATL. Matt, which one did you ran your class 1?
Yeah, C1 Pro.
Yeah,
the C1 Pro.
And Matt won the ATL Pro V2 in the raffles. So he has the updated version of what you have.
And
that'll get built.
And then Matt bought the limited edition rusted leaf sprung one that you made.
which I'm super pissed about now, because he just released a whole bunch more today.
That was different. No, that's a different truck.
That's the C1 Pro.
Yeah.
Oh, that's the C1 Pro. Oh,
different chassis entirely.
All right. Okay. I stand corrected. I saw Rusty Patina, and I was like, that son of a bitch.
Oh, you're like, oh, damn it! What RC 4-wheel drive released today? And
wow, it stinks.
Man, hey Matt. So yes, I flew out to California to meet Josh, and it's a real shame when you go somewhere to meet somebody that you thought you were gonna like.
Yeah, I mean, I think a lot of people have had that experience.
Like, oh, yeah, that didn't work out.
Yeah, it was all right.
It was real. That's what I'm looking for.
Swiping left next time.
Yeah, that's a long way to go. I mean, you could have just had like a couple of like FaceTimes with them and just realized it wasn't going to be worth your while.
Right. It was that event like just kind of came out of nowhere. It was a local event, and I think it was put on by the C2C guys out here. If I remember right. And Brett came out for it. The TGH guys came out for it. I was like, wasn't this just a local comp? Like,
yeah,
like what?
So I was at home one night, and Chris from TGH called me. He's like, hey, you want to fly to California? I'm like, for what?
Yes. Dude, no. That's where Josh is. I've got a couple of questions in here and another TGH thank you. Brazen supports the hobby, so TGH supports Brazen. Plus, they have the coolest hat in the market. Cannot disagree. That is a very kick-ass hat. I've been asking about that. Okay, and then Vintage RC wants to know Carbon or G10. What are the pros or cons for both? And then an easy one to start with. Where is Brazen located? Where are you guys manufacturing out of?
So I am in Northern Indiana, and Wesley used to be here also, but Wesley has relocated to Austin, Texas. So if you order an aluminum chassis or a steel chassis, it will come out of Texas. And if you order G10 or carbon or skid plates, they come out of here.
Cool.
Now we do ship stuff back and forth to each other all the time, so that try to minimize double shipping and things like that. But
for sure,
yeah. So Indiana and Texas. And then as far as G10 versus carbon goes, it's really a lot of personal preference, in my opinion. Carbon is going to be more rigid and it's a little bit lighter, where G10 is going to be a little bit more flexible, but it's not going to break as easily as carbon would in a big fall or something like that. So you get kind of weigh your options there. I personally run G10 on most of my trucks, but I also prototype in G10, and that's what I typically am running. So
yeah. G10 is,
and you know what,
cheaper material.
Carbon just looks better.
Carbon looks really good. G10 is less expensive,
awesome.
So there is that. Technically, I think there's a little bit of a strength penalty, but not a ton. And for what we're doing,
I don't think, yeah,
we saw that one chassis that got fairly badly broken, but that fell a significant distance.
And I don't remember what that was made out of.
I'm questioning how accidental that even was.
Like
they were trying to recreate the
flying cars,
the monthly mayhem challenge.
He posted a video of it going off the edge, and he certainly didn't try to stop it.
Well, there's that. Matt's reflexes were pretty bad when he drove his capper off too, but
I drove my C1 off the edge too, so I guess I can't say much, but I'd been awake for about 30 hours at that point. So
that's a long day.
Yes, indeed.
Yeah.
Now we did talk a little bit about I guess you guys work with TGH as far as like making sure there's some cross compatibility as well. But even within the market, there's a lot of there's always the people like this is better, that's better, and it's a weird place to be in the market at those times. Like, we know it. Everybody knows everybody. So it's hard to
it's even weirder. It's even weirder when they're questioning how much better one thing is than the other when the same person makes them and your product is part of the question.
Yeah. It's like,
so,
answering that in general, but also just like, I would say that right now in the market is as much as there can be some fighting between huge fans of any party. It seems like things have got to a point right now where most makers or brands are fairly cordial with each other at this point. Because
there's no fist fights, right?
Not that I've seen in years, but I'm just talking about internet. Like, there's times where in this hobby, in our area of the hobby, has had brands that will just go toe to toe in comment section of any group thread ever and just go at it. And it's, I think the forums, that was more of a thing yet, but
sure.
Yeah.
I
think enough of us work with each other on the back end often enough now that enough people know about that, that they kind of understand a little more.
Yeah, it's an interest. It's nice that most of the people that are doing it right now are generally pretty nice people to hang out. I think I've hung out with most of them by now. It's some place or another. Most of them
are pretty disappointed about having to do that too.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Matt's gonna be there. He's the nice one. Yeah. He tempers Josh.
All they said was, "You're tall."
You're a lot taller than you look on the internet.
Your button does really go up to 11.
Yeah.
Goes all the way up. So is there anything that you can tell us about, are you going to do more of those leaf sprung rusty chassis, or is that it?
That's a question for Wesley. He's in your chat, so I guess watch for his reply there.
Yeah.
He's the one that's doing all those by hand, so they
He
look
did a
really
great job.
good.
They do look really good. It's as good a job as I've ever seen.
So
patina
There you
chassis.
go,
It looks
Wesley.
really good.
Congratulations.
it did look good. You know.
Well, I've only seen like 2 though, so.
Now, who's doing most of the design work?
We kind of share that, really. We in Fusion and elsewhere just share files and both make modifications to them and just kind of work together with it. I typically will prototype things in house here.
Mhm.
You know, especially chassis stuff. I'll cut them in G10 and mock everything up first before we do any laser cutting or anything like that. But
Yeah. Oh, there's a good question that just popped in here in the chat from Toad Dead, the Frog Father. Have you ever watched Flying Cars?
I have not seen Flying Cars.
Oh, you have?
What have we still not had a guest that watches this with it?
I didn't want to pay for it. Like, I hear you guys talk about it all the time. I'm like, I'm not paying for it.
No, but you gotta at least no. That's not how it works. You have to support them so they make another one.
Yeah.
I want to know how this resolves.
Yeah.
Not over yet.
I want to know if it starts out like Shawshank or.
Yeah, he's in prison because she was underage.
I guess just scrolling back through here, Jay Burris. Yes, I will be at Axial Fest. If you go to the Horizon, Axial Fest Badlands.
Yeah, the close one.
Badlands.
Yeah, the close one, the one that's 2 hours from me.
Yeah.
I may be a little late because we fly home from family vacation at Disney World the day that Axial Fest starts, so I'll be hightailing it there from my flight. But basically, if you drive into the campground straight to the back where the Horizon tent is, I'm just to the left of the Horizon tent on the same road there. So,
and
same campsite I've been for the last 2 years.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but have they changed the rules so you can run other chassis now? You just have to have some axial bits.
Yeah, the chassis rules went away. The approved chassis rules went away a couple years ago.
Yeah, they went away a couple
That's
years.
Good.
So now you just have to you have to run a axial style transmission and axial style axles. So
see, and I guess they're a lot more lenient at Badlands than they are at California, because last year I took all of my comp trucks in and they all had TGH drivetrains in them. So
they must
still got tech stickers on them. So I don't...
Well, it's really easy to buy those tech stickers if you know the right person.
Right. The tech sticker just goes on the body anyway. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, the first year I just asked the guy, I was like, hey, can I get an extra tech sticker for my scale garage? And he was like, yeah, no problem, and just handed it to me.
Thank you very much.
TRX4, here we go.
Just BT.
Wes said,
thank you, sir.
Matt's excitement for Rusty Boys inspires me to move closer to the ocean. It's good. You definitely should.
BT, thank
question.
you.
Says, sorry, go ahead.
He just wants to know what happens to Rachel. I agree. I think that's
that's the more important question.
Brett, you have to watch it.
You have to watch the movie.
Why do we not ask these questions before the interview?
Come back, and then
I'll have to make my wife suffer through it with me if I'm going to.
Absolutely, it's a love story.
Date night.
You'll love it. Yeah, date night. Order in some wings.
I will let her call you guys afterwards.
Thank us, because she's gonna love it.
I know.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Beautiful movie. Ryan Davis wants to know where you guys got your name from.
Basically, Wesley was brazing bumpers and sliders together, basically at the very beginning, and that's where it came from.
Yes, that's great.
Allow it.
Yep,
it's amazing.
That
it just never changed.
Sometimes that's how that happens.
Back to flying cars for a moment. Yeah, we do need to do a watch party on that. But the last time we played we tried to play the promo, we both got hit with a
copyright flag.
So
after they gave us permission.
Yeah, they said go ahead and play the preview. Oh, well. Their favorite website.
Now you're in trouble.
No, that's not it. Brazin has nothing to do with that website.
No, okay, so here's something I had to deal with yesterday. I told Josh yesterday when we were testing this that Comcast had to come out and mess with my internet. Apparently, Comcast flags brazenscalerc.com as lingerie, and if your security on your network is strong enough, it will not allow you to go to brazenscalerc.com.
Wow.
Well, that's interesting.
I could not get on my own website here. I'm like, what is going on?
So that was something that had RC Crawler back in the day. The way that it got categorized, my filter at work, when I worked in engineering, it would block it. So Badger, who was one of the co-owners of RC Crawler, he had a like separate domain that mirrored the entire RC, but it was called Badger Racing. So it was badgerracing.com, and then everything else was the exact same as the rest of the RCC forum. And I could use that, but then anytime I was like having to copy and paste something, I'd have to copy it, take out Badger Racing, put in RC Crawl. I mean, and I spent so much time on that website at work that I needed it. Like,
yeah,
it's like, Badger, you either got to fix
had
this,
have
you
the
got to start a
Comcast guy
website.
come out and tell me. Yeah, I'm like, I literally have to be able to use my own website. Like,
It's sort of important for my day to day.
So how come you can't go to lingerie sites that it's your building?
but yeah, it was just the way the security was set up on the box itself. Was filtering stuff out, and I had no idea how to log into it. So
Haters.
Yeah.
Wes is
It's
saying
fixed now.
bumpers were very crude. Don't go back in time on our Facebook page.
It was early.
Yeah.
Oh, here's a good question. Do you guys put on any local comps? Do you do any of your own hosting of events?
Not around me. I don't have rocks here. It's just dirt, dirt and cinder blocks. So there used to be a local comp series, but it kind of went by the wayside like 2017 or something like that. So I have to drive a couple hours to get to comps. Wesley is a lot more involved in the Austin, Texas area. They do all kinds of stuff down there, but
what's down
Northern Indiana?
What's down in the Austin area for comps? I'd be interested to know. My brother's down there now, so I'll be down there more often. I might be able to like just shove a truck into a suitcase and hit a comp on a quick trip.
I mean, a lot of the places Wesley sends pictures of look really cool to even just free crawl. So, I mean, it'd probably be worth taking a truck anyway.
I'm pretty much only about comps now, Brett. That's all I care about. Yeah. I just
winning.
It's just
got
rules
about
and
2 hours.
winching.
Yeah, it's rolling trucks through gates and winching. On the rocks. Do weekly/monthly trail runs with local groups in Austin. They've done 1 or 2 comps in the hill country. That's what Wes is saying. So hill country, eh?
I need to know when one of those is coming up.
Stock and Awe says he's ordering Brazen parts right now. Love the patina.
The
Patina is good.
you can use
Pro.
You can use the code #YoungerMilf at BrazenScale.com.
I should probably add that to the site too. Just for Gunner, he's my hero.
You're definitely getting flagged at Comcast now.
Yeah, heck yeah, you will.
Sean M, thank you, sir.
Yeah,
awesome
for sure.
content as always. Any idea when the Brazen C1 Pro kit will be back in stock?
So there are some patinaed C1 Pros on the site right now. Non-patina, hopefully like early next week. Wes can confirm that.
So the C1 Pro came out
uh,
right when Matt got his. Oh wait, you had C1 Trail.
No, I had C1 Pro.
You had C1 Pro.
No,
okay.
Matt has C1 Pro. Yeah, so he had one. He released his video the day we released the chassis. So.
Right. Oh, right. No, you got one of each, didn't you? Because you have the patinaed leaf spring,
Yes.
C1 Trail, and then the C1 Pro was your class 1.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So,
That's right. But the leaf sprung one came much later. I bought that one afterwards
Right.
because I was on there right away. There were only 5.
Yeah.
I snapped it up.
Well, It's a good thing that you had the fastest internet of anyone who was interested in leaf springs. And
well, there were only 5
You
of
got
us.
the last one actually.
Yeah.
most people filled in the magazine page on the back and mailed it in.
They were trying to call in their order and use their credit card over the phone.
My caller number 9.
They were mailing
guys have-
checks like
Money orders with a self-addressed stamped envelope. Do you guys have any Canadian suppliers, or is it just through the U.S.?
it's just through our website. We don't actually have any distributors at all.
Oh, okay.
There's a local hobby shop to me that carries some stuff. Crawler Canyon in Illinois. Awesome indoor crawler spot.
Oh, that sounds like a good name for a place too.
But everything else is straight through us.
Very cool. That's a good way to do it, I think. Keep a good eye on your inventory and know when to resupply.
Keeps your margins,
so
low, or well, you're able to keep prices lower if you don't have to give margins.
Yep, and I am all about lean manufacturing. So I actually don't have any chassis on hand ready to sell. If you place your order right now for a G10 or a carbon chassis, it'll get cut between 7:30 and noon tomorrow morning, and it'll be in the mail tomorrow afternoon.
That's pretty cool. I gotta say, that's pretty good way to do it. I like that.
Yeah, that's Are you pre-nesting a number of them, or are you just adding making a cut file for what your things are for the day? And
it depends on what all comes through overnight. If 5 people order the same chassis, I nest them all together and then move on to the next thing. But yeah, they all nest together pretty well between the models of chassis anyway. So
now, are you using?
Can you explain? Sorry, go back and explain that, because I don't know what nesting is.
This is what I wanted to get. So, are you nesting the CAD files in Fusion, like using the arrange function, or are you doing it in your like a vcarve type thing?
It's all in the router stuff. So Matt, nesting, here's a frame rail and here's a frame rail. You kind of get them as close to each other as possible with as little waste as possible, and then you kind of just stack the designs so you waste as little material as possible.
Got it. And how big of a sheet are you cutting off of?
Typically 2 foot by 2 foot, 24 by 24.
And how many can you get out of that?
Depends on the model of chassis and whether I have to cut shock hoops and things like that too. So it's all variable.
What router are you using?
So I've got a CNC router parts 24 by 48 that's still in boxes, but I have an X-Carve that I've had since 2015 that won't die.
Yeah.
When I bought the CNC router parts, now Avid, I told myself I wasn't building it till the X-Carve died, and it won't die. So that's a really good investment. Yeah.
Tom Havel.
If I
good to see you.
Went back, I'd buy 2 more of them.
Thank you, Tom. Here's a donation towards a 3-way Armageddon live challenge.
Oh my God. No,
that is something I could probably organize ahead of time. Brett gets lucky this time that he doesn't have to do that. You're off. But you're off the hook. That's a good idea, Tom.
We got the sour candies at Nationals. So.
Oh, that's so good. I like those.
There's nothing more accurate than that one man went, it's a lot like puke, isn't it? And I went, you know what? It's not.
No, it's not at all. It's taste. I like those candies.
Oh.
When you order your next Brazen Scale chassis, 10 o'clock.
Sorry, that was I snoozed it.
Oh,
but yeah, it's 10 o'clock. Anyway, these are the sour, mega sour. Oh, just even looking at them makes me want to throw up.
When you order your next Brazen Scale, you get a little mega sour sometimes.
Depends on VIP.
Yeah.
Depends on how many I have. If I gave them all to Josh or not.
Yeah, they're so good.
They're extremely
sour. They're like a warhead. If you remember warheads.
But like 10 times worse.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They got some foam, but they have the foam in them like a warhead.
Wow.
My mouth's watering a little bit just thinking about it.
A little bit. Can you go through your product line for us, Brett? Just kind of like, what's your best seller? What would you say sells the most?
Skid plates, hands down. Skid plates.
Skid plates, eh?
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't matter what chassis you buy or build, you need a skid plate. So between the other vendors' skid plates that I cut and the ones we make for Brazen, skid plates move faster than anything else.
Huh.
But after that, it kind of depends on
Is
what
that
everybody's
because
trying to
you?
build at that time.
Yeah. Is that because you offer so many different varieties? Like, because for all the other like transfer cases, I guess is that
Well,
why you?
yeah, our the Brazen skid works with just about every transmission on the market other than the deluxe skid does. So
Okay.
you can run any of the TGH style, either the transfer cases or the transmissions, or you can run the 3-gear type or the deluxe cheeseburger and hamburger or element stealth trans. They all fit.
Right. Yep. Okay. Yeah. What's the website, just so everybody can go check it out? And I'll put it. Somebody put it in the chat too.
Yes. Brazen
Toss it in the
Scale
chat and I'll
RC.
pin it. Check that out. Do you think? I guess obviously you do a lot of comp chassis. That's sort of like the main bread and butter. But you do have a couple of trail chassis as well. What's the differentiator there between the two kind of product lines?
So what is now the C1 Trail, that used to be our Class 1 comp chassis, but the comp trucks have evolved quite a bit, and we felt we needed to change the direction of the C1 chassis. But the C1 Trail is a direct swap chassis for 10.2 type trucks, so you can buy a box stock deadbolt and swap it to that C1 Trail. So we didn't want to get rid of it, but as far as a comp chassis goes, we felt we could do better, so we did.
The with that C1, well, the new one, that works. You're working with any of the common wheelbases that are used, or are you kind of building to any specific, trends, with body trends or anything like that currently?
I kind of shot it towards like an 11.7 ish wheelbase. Your Mojave body is 11.3, and you got a half-inch variable there, so kind of shoot the gray area as much as you can there, but it does work anywhere between 11 and 12.3.
So you're telling me this was too long then?
No, it's not too long, but the back half of your body was about an inch too long.
Oh, stop it. Oh, yeah. So you can tell on the underside where the chassis ends and the body continues.
Yeah.
See, my chassis ends right at the back of the truck, and yours goes about that far.
Yeah, all right. I'll just chalk it up to the body and not driving skill.
Yeah,
there you go.
I
think if you would have driven it more on Thursday, you'd have probably done better on Friday with it.
Yeah, absolutely. It really just it came down to the fact that Josh and I were borderline building them on the way there.
Yeah,
I think that was probably
there's always
the biggest problem. Yeah.
Lucas Banks is in here. Lucas is I think he was semi-local, or he was the one who actually organized that comp that you came out to, Brett.
Oh, nice.
Oh
yeah, he was in my
team driver for me.
Oh, that makes sense
right
too. He says he runs a C1 Trail at 9 7/8 and one at 11.4. So
he's
quite.
Lucas has some pretty cool ones.
I think if I remember Lucas's truck, he had like a purple and gray pinstripe, or kind of like topoed striped Mojave. Looked pretty good.
Yeah, he made you duct tape your fenders on the Power Wagon cab.
Yes, he did. And then I
always trying to skirt the rules.
Then I did the same thing at Nationals and the same thing at Rocas Roja. So you did run all 3 classes at Nationals?
No, I only ran 1 and 2.
But you ran Class 2 with your Class 1.
Correct. Yeah.
That's what it was. Yeah. I was thinking that you ran Class 3 with your Class 2, but it was the other. So, yes.
Nope. I had some electrical gremlins the morning of Class 2, so I decided to, instead of freezing my hands off trying to swap electronics around, to just grab the Class 1 and have fun for the day. So
it was a pretty cold day that day.
It was snowing, and I was having electrical problems, and I'm like, you know what? I'm not gonna let this take over today. I'm just gonna have fun.
Yeah. The morning of Class 2 was less than pleasant. but turned into a decent day
sure.
at times.
By the
I
end of
wish
the day, it was fine.
Sunday would have been the whole weekend.
I
That's
kind
how
of
it
thought
was
that
for,
too
ECC.
until I realized how sunburnt I got that day.
Oh my gosh, I got such a bad sunburn. Like the tops of my ears, all of my neck. Just,
Yeah.
I was driving home going, my ears.
Yeah.
You're like,
Nicole is always the one to be on me like sunscreen. Like you're a child, put on your sunscreen. Like, and somehow it didn't hit her because it was like cold still at times.
Right.
But the sun was still
in the shade a fair bit. So
yeah. And so yeah, I think all of us were just like, I made a mistake. Like just uncomfortable.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
it
missing chapstick on Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, and missing sunscreen on Sunday.
In my tactical hip bag, I've always got a couple in there just in case.
You know what? That definitely needs to be added to my
your carry-all.
Yes, my waist hip bag. Brett,
how did you do on your runs? That's a good question.
Yes.
Actually.
Awful, absolutely awful. I had a problem where I got in between. I got to the gates really fast, and then I forgot how to drive when I got between them.
Did you? Yeah. Do you know the move where you pull up to a gate and then somehow just hit them both real quick? Like Matt can teach you.
I can do better. I can do better actually. So I was in a position where I got the opportunity to place my truck anywhere I wanted to place it. I was on course. And I got in between. I got the front tires through a gate, and my spotter realized that one of the gates wasn't where it was supposed to be. So they paused time. The judge told me, just move your truck back wherever you want to put it. We'll reset the gate and start your time, and you can go. So then I hit both sides of that gate. I put my truck exactly where I wanted it, and then I hit both sides of the gate.
Oh man, it does sound familiar. It does sound a lot like all of my runs.
Yeah.
But there probably were a lot less points where you were paused, like just completely paused,
just frozen.
I'm really good about going from gate to gate really quickly. I was finishing courses with quite a bit of time left, but not a whole lot of points left. You know what I mean? So
yeah.
Oh yes.
And then running the class 1 in class 2 with class 1 size tires. That was tough.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can imagine.
And, nationals level courses are a different thing.
Nationals level courses and nationals level drivers too.
Yes,
so,
agreed. Yeah, Matt and I were both there.
I had a blast.
And
yeah, I had a blast. I'd do it again, and I don't even care. I didn't even look at the results. I couldn't tell you what I finished. It didn't matter.
Should we look and see if with your class 1 tires and class 1 truck if you beat Matt in class 2?
I'm positive. I guess I don't know what Matt finished, but
hey, for the record, in class
I
1,
finished all 4 courses. So
Ooh.
Well, that's better than me. I will say though, in class 1, they didn't count my scale points towards my score.
Yeah, I saw it. Yeah, your scale points didn't count in class 1.
Apparently they didn't, but I got much better than 100 and whatever it was, 101st or whatever.
100th.
I would have been 87th. So
yeah, I think
class 2.
I was probably in the middle in class 2 if I had to guess.
Okay, yeah, I'm sure you beat me. Everybody beat me.
I'm just gonna look it up real quick for you, Matt.
Yeah, go ahead.
Just like fast scroll towards the bottom.
Yeah,
you'll
I'm gonna unlock the. I'm gonna unlock the scroll wheel so I can just
zing. Yeah.
Wes is over here. He's saying, "I'll build rigs to run for next year, and I'll look like a goon with you."
There you go.
Let's see.
I think I might run the Metal Masher next year.
Oh yeah,
yep.
Yes.
Now you got a concourse award for most beat at Scale Nationals.
Yep.
That was also
that truck.
Yep, that was with this truck. Yep, I've been running this same Metal Masher since like 2016-ish.
For those of you who don't know, Metal Masher makes bodies. Show everybody again there if you don't mind, there, Brett. It's a Hilux, like a Mojave body, but it's metal.
Yeah.
And
here, Matt,
shows damage.
Hang on a second.
The
Let me dig out my box of stuff here.
while he does that,
Oh yes.
you got
Oh yes.
a new one.
Ah, so great. I got to talk to Blake and finally get him to make one of those.
I met Blake once in at East Coast Scale Challenge in 2014 or something like that. It was the first time I'd ever met him. I had followed his builds on RC Crawler back in the day and learned a ton from him, and still use some of the stuff that I learned from him today. He's such a talented dude. He just built a Ford as well. What is that one?
This was the second body Blake ever built, and I ran it last year at ECC as a Class 2.
What is it, or was it?
It was a Hilux.
Oh, okay.
It was
At one point.
Yeah.
Yeah, it used to be. And then in this box, I have the first one he ever built. It's in pieces.
It's just a box of tinfoil.
It is.
Matt, in Class 2, you were 68th place.
It's not bad.
Brett,
Not bad.
and you finished with a total of -17 for the day.
Who, me?
Yes, you.
Negative
After
numbers. That
all-
doesn't sound right.
All courses. Oh, there's a spotter bonus on there. That's what it was.
That's good for -10, right?
Yeah. So your score of -17. Brett's score, -20.
Oh!
How many people had -20? Was it a tie?
2 people.
Ah,
You and Josh Shoemaker.
So close.
I'll take it.
All right.
I'll
Yep.
take it. I was running a
All
Class
right.
1 truck, so I'll take it.
Now I have a goal for next year. Do we have any idea of where it's going to be next year?
I heard SoCal.
All right.
So
That's great.
I don't know.
I still vote for Jonathan Baskins hosting it at Disney.
I would love to go to Disney and do that.
Yeah, that would be
If
cool.
Disney wasn't so freaking unpredictable this time of year is the only problem.
Is it going to be
It's
flooded?
not. It's not any worse than in October, though. Really,
No, you're right.
Crawlapalooza.
Both of them are very unpredictable.
I've been to Crawlapalooza where it was 100 degrees, and I've also been there when it was 35. So.
Yep.
Oof.
I have been there for both as well. I have been there when both dams have been wide open. Just, it was Crawlapalooza. We were there one year and got all the courses set up, sitting down there, and all of a sudden, Ranger truck comes flying down past us. We were like one or so courses in for the day. Ranger truck flies down there. He's like, "You guys got to go." And then all of a sudden the alarms start going off for the dam.
You got like 5 minutes to get out of
Like
here.
you've got
Oh my
minutes. Like someone's like, start picking up courses. He's like, "No, you have to go now." We're like, and then we like kind of like got up on top of the bank and he's like, "No, go." We're like, "Oh." And we went up.
Get out
A
of
whole
here.
lot of water comes through there.
They open up those gates and there was a rock, you can call it, that was about the size of a school bus. And when they opened it up, it picked that thing up and tipped it the long way. And when it came back,
cow.
it hit and just you could hear it was wild. So cool though.
Yeah, there's a whole lot of water goes through there.
Paul Magler, thank you, sir. Transmission for a C1 Pro, TGH forward motor mount or too low?
Class 1 Ford motor mount for sure. I like the extra points and I like the weight bias.
Yeah, transfer case points and a little bit more forward weight
right.
bias. Yep, that's
And between the creeper T and the 2-point low, it's the same gearing, so you still get 30% overdrive to the front, regardless of which one you choose.
so. Yep,
Joyce.
and
Jared
Forward
Brown,
motors
thank you
are
very
cool.
much. What do you need to qualify for nationals? Money and
I would like
time.
to talk about that actually.
would you like to see it go to an invite?
I wouldn't like to see an invite. I would like to see regionals though.
Yeah, I like that idea. Yeah, because nationals is just sort of a first come first serve sort of
Yes.
affair.
Yeah,
isn't
I
it?
mean, if you're quick with a keyboard, you could have a stock TRX4 competing at nationals. It's to me, Nationals needs to be some sort of a qualifier.
Qualifier, yeah.
And then
that would
sell the tickets beyond that. If you
yes, have a set number of tickets put aside for people who qualify, and then I raced King of the Hammers. It's the same way. There's a set number of people who qualify for King of the Hammers, and then there's people that can race their way in. And
yep,
you don't go to the Super Bowl if you don't win other baseball games.
Yeah.
That's
Yes.
true. Yeah.
Yes. Go team.
So I guess what that
Yeah.
means then is that I'll just be a spectator at the next Nationals.
Me too. But
Oh, Josh as well. Actually, we'll all just be spectators.
So I mean, there's
Participational.
a much better chance if like we're like, oh, regionals, we should get trucks ready for those, and then by the time
Yes.
national, like, hey.
Then we got to start another one for the Nationals.
Yeah.
Although
For
maybe
actual
if you qualify from regionals, you got to drive the same truck.
Yeah,
That way we don't
goes
have
into-
to build another
goes
one.
into quarantine.
Yeah,
Now,
check clears, you're in.
Brett, you ran one truck twice at nationals. What size batteries did you use?
460s.
At 460 milliamp. Okay.
Wow,
What
that's
amperage?
4S.
What
Yeah,
amperage
what
did
amps do you usually charge at?
I charge everything at 3 amps.
Jesus.
Which is drastically overcharging according to your standards, but I charge everything at 3 amps. Always.
Well, I'll tell you what though, that's not really all that much.
I mean,
I'm honest.
Not compared to 15. No, my charger has been set to 3 amps since day one. I plug it in.
we can't put this on the internet anymore. This is dangerous advice. Don't do this.
It gets even worse. My balance leads aren't long enough to go into a lipo bag, so I charge them on my wood workbench.
No.
Well, that's, you know what, Josh? I charge them on my pillow in my bedroom. So it's not really
Now
that bad.
I'm charging them in a metal building that is not attached to a home, and it has a multi-million-dollar insurance policy. So
Until they see this video and it's gross negligence.
that's true.
I'm calling Flo today. For all of you that have this too short of a balance lead problem, you can either get extended balance boards that make it nice and easily into, or even if you have that, you get the balance lead extension. These are like $3. And then you just leave these plugged in and you can fit it nicely into your lipo bag.
How am I supposed to charge the battery in my truck then if I'm doing that?
Race guys charge high like that all the time.
Yes,
Not a
they
big
do.
deal.
I mean, realistically, it kind of, in my opinion, it has to do with the quality of batteries you buy too,
Partially,
and how
yes.
long you've been doing that. I do have 2 batteries that are puffed, but they have been in use for 7 or 8 years, and they have the terminals cut off them, and they're sitting over here.
Yeah, I've got a whole ammo can full of stuff I need to take down to the battery recycling place because charging at 15 amps really does shorten the life of these
Yeah.
batteries.
Just
Bob, it's not a Kia dealership,
But I was only using about 150 milliamps per course, so
yes,
Yeah.
that's about what I find too. Because I run that
Yeah.
little Q8 charger, so I just carry a 5,000 milliamp pack with me, and then I just charge my packs off of that. And on a normal course, even with winching, 200 milliamps. If you're, winching and everything
That's
going
about
on.
all I got too.
That was on
It
a
wasn't
200, 250
more than that.
milliamps on 3S. 4S, you're probably using, a little bit less. 150 milliamps.
Yeah.
So
yeah, I was around the 150 range on a 4S.
that makes sense. So, then the only, people ask about the smaller batteries. The only yes, they have plenty of capacity.
Milliamps. Yeah.
The problem usually is the amperage flow out of them. So you need high C rating if you're going to run low milliamp. That's important. Otherwise, even with these, you put something in a bind and you may feel it. It may feel softer than it would if you had a larger battery. So,
Yep.
But still nice for the. It's definitely a lot easier to fit in a 650 3S than it is a
5,000 million,
1100, a 1300. What is this one? This is a 1300. This is a 1300 3S, but a little. Those little ones.
Craig, still no idea why my BEC popped on that day. We may never know.
I mean,
we may never know. It's okay.
Yeah, that did suck that the BEC went, but
whatever.
It does. Honestly,
at least it didn't ruin the truck.
Yeah, BECs have been a failure point more times for me than almost any other electrical item, except maybe servos.
But got big again.
Yeah, and now Matt can order the V2 of that Crawlmaster Mini that has a built-in BEC and not have to worry about it.
Yes,
exactly. Although I think I missed the first round because they sold out in like no time. But I think
they're in stock right now.
I mean, no, he doesn't.
Yeah, don't go.
Buddy, don't go and buy them.
Don't go rush in there right now.
Wait until I've bought mine, and then we'll sort it all out from everybody else.
Yes, but yeah, you've got some stuff to get reset up, Matt. That's for sure. Now, let's see. Next year, we have the possibility of some rule changes, it sounds like, coming for Sorka.
Yes.
Brett,
have you had any
excited, or do you have things you would like to see change?
It's pretty easy to armchair quarterback, but nobody's ever asked my opinion on the committee. So, yeah, there are things I'd like to see, but it doesn't really matter. We're going to build new trucks anyway. So
that is true.
I don't really have an opinion on that.
That's no fun.
I mean, there are things I would like to see happen.
C channel.
Like that.
Yeah. Like that would be kick-ass.
I just keep waiting for it.
Right. I know what you mean. It is interesting to see things just kind of come full circle with what scale competition trucks are now, with what comp trucks used to be in the day, and this,
Well, do you think that, like, the idea here with these rule changes that we're speculating about, that they're going to happen, but we don't know exactly what's going to happen. The speculation is it's going to get more towards scale. C3 is going to become what C2 is now, and C1 will lean more towards.
I think C3 is going to be opened up more.
What I meant was C2 will be what C3 is now. C1 becomes, no, I'm going the wrong way. I'm very sick. Not feeling well. C1, what it is right now. God, it doesn't matter. It's just going to get more towards scale again. But with that, do you think that that's going to alienate people more than it is get them closer to actually playing by these new rules? Or is it like, what do you think?
I wasn't
asking you.
Well, tough.
I don't.
Go ahead, Brett.
I don't think that it will be
alienate people. I mean, the people that are building these trucks, people that are building, they're going to keep building them. So,
I think that the only thing is that seeing a lot more rules may be the only thing that kind of holds some people back.
Right.
But I don't think that the people that are in it now will have a problem.
I feel like just the clarification of the rules will make it easier for people. I think if more people actually sat down and read the rules, that they would understand them a little better and wouldn't be so afraid of them.
Yeah, I do agree there. I think that a lot of people are just like, wait, you have to do what and what? Like, that sounds like too much, rather than just sitting down and reading them. That's a really good point. But
and instead of asking on a Facebook post.
Yeah. I did hear, yes, clarification is going to be a big part of it. Because right now, one of the ones that I think is hilarious was how it was being taken as far as the total height of a body needed to be, like, and where it was measured from. Like, there was trucks that are like, yeah, these are just boat sided, and it has to be 4.5 inches tall from the bottom of the skid to the top of the roof, but like the body was cut up to just like a 1/4 inch below the windows.
Right.
Like, I mean, you know, that stuff like that definitely needs some work.
Yeah,
Oh,
if there was
yes.
like a maximum, if there was like a maximum boat side height or something like that, you know, try to slow that down a little bit. But
Yeah, like, you know,
I mean, at the end of the day, they still have to go through the same gates and around the same rocks as everybody else. So
that is true, you know.
Yep.
I think that the only thing for the good of the sport, it's to, I'm calling it a sport now. You can all catch that, but just to make them not look so goddamn ridiculous, it would be good for everyone, because when people see it, like, well, that looks stupid, I have no interest in competing with that scale truck. You know, like, that's the only thing.
Yeah.
The rest of it,
Yeah.
like
and how you want to do it.
if somebody took a Capra and just like cut it off at the mid.
Yes. That still looks slightly more scale, at least. God. I don't know what you had that.
Show me that again. Sorry,
I
guys.
was gonna say, I don't know what you had that bolted to,
Massive.
but
I bought a 4-wheel steer Capra just to tear it up.
Wow.
I still got to put the interior in it, but
It's very unique. That's as nice as a way I could put it.
Now, here's the other this comment here says the trucks look stupid and the driving is nowhere near realistic. Now, I have to agree that a lot of the trucks look ridiculous. Some of the trucks look, not a lot, some. It's a percentage, small percentage.
It can't be realistic driving. If
That's
it were
exactly
realistic driving. There'd be no competition.
Exactly.
These little trucks are a lot more capable than any full-size truck ever could be.
And
So
we don't have to
making
physically
it realistic. That's going to be boring AF.
We don't physically have to sit in them, so when they fall over, it hurts. So since we take that away, it's
you gotta make it challenging. You gotta make it more than you would normally expect. If you want like a scale driving experience, then set up a Class 0 comp at your local comp spot. Have some fun with that.
And that's the scale driving aspect is just you can't make that interesting at this scale. It's just So when are these rules expected to be released?
Goes into this.
First of the year? I don't know.
What were you saying, Brett?
Like August or September for the
rules, that'd be nice.
This year? Oh, that would be spectacular.
Yeah. No, so I think as far as the driving, it doesn't look realistic and whatever. And then you go back to people being scared away. When it's a competition, right? So it's based on performance and time. You give somebody a maximum amount of scale points, they're going to get the maximum amount of scale points.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter how they got to it. It's still about performance and time. So you're always going to have these ugly ass trucks competing on performance and time.
Yep. And at the heart of it, that's why like scale competition like this just doesn't work, because you can only do so much to handicap people before they just keep finding ways around. Like, it just is what it is.
Yep. It's the nature of any type of rules-based competition. People will always find a way around them. Chuck's RC Habit, thank you very much. Good evening. Hate, I missed last week's show. Glad to see you on here, Brett, Matt, and Josh. Any thoughts on the next not-so-budget build? We haven't spent any time thinking about a budget build at all.
Full, and for a good reason, because they are.
You guys keep budgets on your builds?
Well,
only specific ones.
Some people don't think it's so budget
Yeah.
minded.
It's the definition
but
of
yes,
budget
when
that
the-
people have a problem with.
The total isn't budgeted. The weekly expenditure is budgeted.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
It's,
Yeah.
you know,
$50 a week does add up pretty quickly, though.
It does.
Yeah. Yeah.
It
So
can
I
also
missed-
be
I
hard
missed
to do.
Mail call.
Oh, you got something
Missed
for mail call?
but I got a
Hey.
pen,
Hey,
I know where
nice.
those came
Those are
from.
cool.
and I got a box of Traxxas rod ends.
Wow, you're really playing along. We should get everybody to do mail call with us. That's that's
everyone.
the next thing we'll do. Every
Exactly.
guest gets mail call.
Yeah, like, all right.
Josh
what'd you get
will
this week?
Josh will appreciate these mail calls.
Hey, you got some
Please.
live tooling.
Lathe live tool holders.
Yeah.
I have 10. I have 10 of them, and they're very heavy.
You got it. How many tool changer do you have?
It's a 24 station,
Okay. Live tooling on all 24?
12 live tool.
Oh, 12. Okay. Gotcha.
Nerds.
Yeah.
I know,
Is it
pot
a-
meat kettle?
Yeah. Yeah. Two turret? 12 on one side, 12 on the other?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Yes.
So
And-
if everybody complains about how expensive their tiny trucks are,
Yeah.
this is a comp truck,
Yeah.
and this is what's used to make your comp trucks.
Exactly. I would like to do the
Nice.
same. You should also see the POs I have to write for material.
Yeah, exactly.
You should see the price of aluminum now.
Oh boy.
It's ridiculous.
I have 2 pieces of 1/8 inch aluminum plate under my stool right now, so it doesn't sink into my work mat.
I mean, I do use some drop cuts of aluminum here as like different blocks, and especially for like the carbon fiber work. It's like, oh, I've got these.
TT4C Rob Gunning. Thank you very much. Matt, ask Brett about the milled chassis prototype under the workbench. Winky face.
He just showed it.
I already showed it. I just showed it, Rob.
That is pretty cool.
Rob's local to me. Rob's been a Brazen customer since Wesley was brazing bumpers for Rob. So we appreciate Rob.
Awesome. Good
Yes, that could be that should have been your team driver shirt, just Brazers, you know. Just
The Brazers logo.
That's the next hoodie.
yeah.
There's an idea for your sticker sheet, Matt.
Yeah, I could definitely mock that up.
Or
I
I've
mean,
got the
I
metal
think I don't
masher
know
on
what the
bench.
logo. I don't know what the logo looks like, so I'm gonna have to do
Sure.
some research.
Totally foreign to me too. Just
I've got the metal masher on the bench because I'm getting it ready for Axial Fest, but I still think you should do the not that guy.
Where did you find that? You have the same font and everything.
My wife's a graphic designer. She made it.
Son of a bitch. I want some more of this. Yeah, I can't find the font again, so you have to actually message me later.
Can you tell
Send
me what the font is that I used?
I'll send you the custom font she had to make to recreate your logo.
Amazing. So great. One might say that TT4C was our first customer. Yeah,
Hey.
it might have been.
Potentially.
Still has the #1 customer bag chassis. Sweet.
Hey,
I'm just saying.
nice. Did
pretty
you
cool.
pay in cash so that they could hang the dollar bill up? That's the,
Wesley would have spent it on Texas beer by now.
Oh, definitely.
Now, Wesley did take a ton of photos at Scale Nats, posted a ton of them up, and sent them directly
To all of us.
to
Yeah.
all of us as well, which was super nice. I
Yeah, they were
definitely
great
didn't
photos.
take any time to take photos, so it was super awesome to have those.
The extent of our video work has already been shown,
Yes,
and I don't think
Yeah.
I took a couple of stills, but not any during the comp. It was
I took 2
That was a
pictures
lot
of
of
my
work.
truck all weekend.
yeah. I
it was
think I
a lot
took
of work
one.
being out there. Yeah.
It was on a table.
Yeah, I was too cold. The pictures would have been on a stage
Yeah.
anyways.
This is bullshit. What was the God? Lost it. No, I had it and it's gone. Damn it. It was something too.
That's what you get for not having a Bloody Mary.
I know. I was too late. I got home. I had minutes.
You had your Sprite, and that was it.
I know.
My one sugar-free vodka iced tea. God, a couple of idiots tonight. Brett, it's hey, all right. You're living the high life over there.
The blue ribbon.
Yes, sir.
Oh, yeah, that's what it was. I was looking at footage yesterday while I was like downloading some footage for Scale News or whatever it was. And I looked at how much I had from the whole Scale Nats series. And I think I was at like 500 gigs of video.
Yeah, there was a lot. We managed to fit a lot in a very short amount of time, let's be honest.
Yeah. And I don't think that had any of the running footage because that was on my MacBook.
Right.
Ridiculous.
I wish I had y'all's ambition to make videos. I just can't get myself to do it.
Well, if you ever need product videos, Josh is happy to take on that extra work.
Yeah.
This is the year of no, remember?
Yeah. It's been good so far.
It's going really, really well.
Kind of is.
Not for me at all.
I know.
So many things.
I know.
But
I've done pretty well up to this point.
Yeah, it's all fun stuff, I have to admit. And the things I have said no to, I'm very glad I said no to them. So, yeah.
I don't have to say no to anything. So.
Yeah.
Well, should we wrap it up? Should we end it there?
We should. So you can
Brett,
go have some more tea.
Yeah. Well, we can wrap it up here. But Brett, it's been amazing having you on the show. Thank you so much. BrazenScaleRC.com. Lots of really very cool products over there that I'm actually putting one in my cart right now. So because I have a problem. Like I need another chassis.
What's another 1 to the 10?
Just toss it on the pile. But yeah, it's been really amazing having you. Thank you for a little bit of history and insight into what you are doing there at Brazen. And be sure to watch Flying Cars so you can come back on this show.
Yes. Once you've done that, message us. We'll schedule your next appearance.
Hold your breath. You'll be the blue guy under the table, and I'll message you.
I'm telling you, it's a great date night movie. Your wife will thoroughly enjoy it.
Yes.
No, thank you guys for having me. It's been
Thanks,
fun.
Brett. Good times.
I'll continue to kick it in the comments section.
Please do. Yeah, we love having you.
Thanks again.
Yeah.
Take care,
Thank
buddy.
you. Yeah.
All right. Let me switch
back over. There we go.
And yours is all messed up now, of course. There, it's fixed. Hold on, I gotta end something over here. Oh, he already did that. Okay, good deal. Hello. And oh wait, I think I turned your audio off.
Yeah, because there was a bit of an echo there, so I had to figure it all out. But we're fine now. How are you? I think I'm going to get that patinaed chassis. There.
You need more.
Yeah. I'm not buying wheels and tires, so forget it.
Well, that's good. Did you decide on a camera? No.
I'm banking it all for now.
That's a good idea. So CCXRC extras. Did
I know somebody? It's like for whatever reason Tony couldn't get back in on his regular channel. He's like, "Did I get banned?"
No,
I was like, "Not over here. You did."
We wouldn't ban Tony. We should have Tony on again anyway too. Oh, yeah, we should have Tony.
There's literally
did Tony watch Flying Cars? We'll find that out, and then we'll reconsider our proposition to bring him back on.
If he hasn't watched
it, out.
He's out. Get out.
So anyway, we've got some He did say I watched it and I told you I liked it. Okay, I don't remember that part specifically, but we can discuss then. We'll allow it.
Yeah, I doubt very much that he liked it.
He was a first night
real.
watcher. What? We really have to get
Holy
back.
cow.
We should all rewatch it now. That's what we should do. All of us have to.
Yeah. I'm going to watch it
I
tonight.
got to figure out where I bought it. Where did I buy it?
Again.
iTunes? Okay.
iTunes.
I think that.
And purchase.
He liked it in a rad kind of way.
Say,
I haven't seen rad in a really long time either.
We should have Josh from RC Every Day. Who's
RC
that?
Every Day, the YouTube
RC
channel.
Oh yeah, right.
He makes things RC, right? Oh wait, no, am I? I know it's a YouTube channel. I'm just trying to remember exactly which one it is.
It's the Patina. He does like a lot of like trucks and low stuff.
Makes things that are not RC.
Oh. No.
Is that not right?
That's
okay.
I don't think so. I think RC Every Day is isn't he like from Texas?
CCX says he makes really cool rat rods. I know specifically
rods,
I know his little avatar like symbol or whatever it is. So right. I mean I've seen his things and I've seen it before. I just can't remember. I of course get it mixed up which one. All of these people
Robbie Bobster
put themselves.
Good question. Why are scale points limited? Because can you imagine unlimited scale points? I think that would.
I think that the reason is
would get
because
out of control pretty quick.
You can literally get the functional and non-functional scale points at almost no penalty. Like you could keep,
You're right.
Like the idea, like the theory that he's talking about makes all of the sense in the world. Like if you have more scale things, it's going to be more of a penalty. Like, but the things that people
just keep making them out of paper.
Exactly. And then it's just like, well, you've got 100 scale points, but
I've got 100 bedrolls.
But they're all made. It's all just origami, and it's so. Yeah. But
I don't think.
I think that is the reason.
Unfortunately,
otherwise, it's in theory it makes all the sense.
Yeah, Blue Dooley 4x4. So to get on this show, all we have to do is watch a terrible movie.
That's the start.
Pretty much.
This is the Terrible Movie Club.
Yep.
It's like First Wives Club, but without Diane
exactly.
Keaton.
You notice in that movie she always does that? She's always
she does
like,
that never, doesn't she? It's kind of a thing.
She does.
Wow, that's a movie I didn't think we'd be talking about tonight.
Oh, totally. It's probably because I'm so sick. How about a comp class limited to a set dollar budget? I think that would be really tough to do.
Because
people would be like, I got this on sale.
Or I'd be like, I made it myself on my CNC router with my vacuum former and my it doesn't.
And it cost me $7.
Again, in theory, it makes sense. But
yeah, Red Rooster. Wait, do I rent or buy cars? Is this going to come up again?
Buy it.
You got to buy it.
To buy it. It wasn't even an option to rent when I did it.
No, it was only purchase.
Should be a minimum scale points to enter, but no scale points applied.
Oh, that's interesting. So you have to have like 40 scale points, but then they don't actually count on your score.
That's kind of what ends up happening anyway.
Yeah, because everybody has.
You just have to be maxed to have any.
You have if you don't max your scale points, you're absolutely wasting your time.
Yeah, you're going to be at you're throwing away. Someone can go to a course and do what Matt did and just hit 6 gates and still beat you. Just bap, 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 bap. Like,
and then that little girl would be really upset. Take that, Brandine.
So,
All right. Well, that was
I was glad
show.
to have Brett on. It's always fun to have guests on.
Brett on, yeah.
So,
definitely. It is great. We'll have to try to do that more often.
Yes, definitely.
Now that we don't have
I had told, yeah,
looming
I had
deadlines.
told Matt that on Monday, I think, afternoon, I was like, we should have a guest on this week. He's like, yeah. And I was just like, who do I talk to regularly? I bet I could get Brett.
He's like, well, I talk to me all
Yeah.
the time. But you're already on the
like,
show.
okay,
so.
there's one off the list.
What about, hey, what do you think Brandon would do it?
You know, he might, except I don't know if his internet is good enough at home. And he has 3 screaming children. I tried to call Brandon.
What?
This might be after their bed. Maybe. It's too close.
Hard to
I try
say.
and call
6
because
o'clock.
Brandon works from home. Brandon, who I work with at Vanquish now. Brandon has worked in the industry. He worked at Axial. He was the designer of the XR10, the EXO, the Yeti, the Bomber, and now he works with me at Vanquish. So he's been in it forever. Lots of impact, but he is now impacted by his 3 small children.
Figure out, maybe we'll do like a special show and you guys can just both be at your house.
Yeah, I'm sure he would jump at the opportunity to not
go
be
home.
around 3 screaming kids for an extra couple hours. They're great kids. Nicole and I both love them.
They are great kids. They're adorable children. But they
You have that many. 2 are
laugh.
twins under 2, about to be 2. One of them is his, and then he's got a 4.5-year-old. So, it's a lot.
Yeah. Are we going to K&K this year? I'm a
maybe too still. I'm not a no.
Yeah, I'm definitely not a no.
So
I am
a maybe. But I'm better to decide fairly soon because I should start building a truck for it, if so.
Oh, shoot, yeah. I got to build some trucks for that. Dang it. I'm like, what qualifies as a comp truck these days? None of the things I have anymore. Good thing I ordered that chassis.
Yeah, exactly. That comp I went to on Saturday, I built.
Yeah, you built the truck on Friday.
I built a truck on Friday.
Yeah.
Start to finish.
How did that
New
go?
truck completely, start to finish. It went well. I cut my own carbon fiber chassis on Thursday night, and then 3D printed the rest of the parts and built the axles and the transmission and everything. Well, I built most of it at work. Actually, I had Fam build a lot of it. I was like, "Hey, Fam, will you build me a transmission with 21% overdrive, put the lightweight motor plate, and also put me a set of F10 axles together?" And then
Unbelievable.
I know. I don't always take advantage of work time, but when I do, it's work related.
Well, very loosely work related.
But I threw that Reefs 888 in it, that 300 IS, and it just.
How'd that servo work or that winch work out?
So I didn't end up using the winch because at the event it's a no winch event, but I got it all installed and I fired it up. I wanted to see the speed. And it's pretty nice. I want to use it in function, in like actual competition. See how it runs.
Yeah. What I like about it is that it's got the controller built in.
Yeah, that is nice. It really is.
Yeah. It's yes.
It's
right.
convenient.
Okay. Only 2.5 months until K&K. New series coming. Road to K&K. I can't think about that right now. I got too many things on the list. I got to get that mud truck filmed.
They do run a lighter
as soon as I feel better,
which is nice.
Liberal, I think, is the.
Don't say that there.
No.
You get kicked out of there. Commie.
Progressive. Unless
Matt's been disinvited.
But you could run that. You could run that. You could run the Phoenix in their
2.5
stock
class.
class.
Class 2.5.
Yeah.
Stock class.
I like that class. I have a truck for that.
Yeah, you should have many.
I don't have any shocks for it right now, but they're on the way.
That's good.
Don't forget, put the body in the box.
Okay. I'll text
shipped
Dan
yet.
right now.
Yeah, let him know.
Let's see. That way I don't forget. So, otherwise I will.
Yes, you probably will. Oh, look at that.
What?
Brazen Scale already added us to his stories. Their stories. All right. It's 11 o'clock. It's time to end this.
It is. Thank you to a lot of people that I mistakenly did not have my viewer activity up for. Some of the earlier ones, I apologize, but thank you, BT, Sean M, Tom, Havel, Paul Megler. And that's it. I just kept scrolling. I kept going down.
That's good group. Williams Lake Scale Off-Road, Blind Guy RC, Southside RC, Ben Cherico, Team Garage Hack, Jared Brown, Chuck's RC Habit, and TT4C, Rob Gunning. Thanks, guys.
Much appreciated. Thanks to Brett again for coming on. Thanks to Brazen Scale as a team for joining the chat and everything.
Yeah, very cool. What are you building on Friday?
Probably gonna start on my K&K truck. I'm kidding. I have no idea. I still have a number of things to start on. I don't know. We'll play it by ear. Buck Dandy, sneaking one in on there. So appreciate it. I'm gonna fire up Flying Cars and maybe do some cleanup in the studio because it's still a disaster.
Yeah, good call. I did all that when I got back, and now it's a mess again. I got to finish this BRX02 so I can get that review finished.
Yeah.
Oh, so many things. All right, guys. Thanks so much. Have a great evening. Hopefully by next week I'll be not as congested.
Yes.
Take care, everyone. Have a great night.
Later, everybody. Bye.
Love you. Bye.